figure we're going to look at is a sphere. We're going to calculate the surface area of a sphere, but before we do that, we're going to look at where the formula comes from. So the surface area of a sphere is related to the curved surface area of a cylinder that encloses it, and you can kind of see this in the figure below. The cylinder has the same diameter as the sphere and a height equal to its diameter. So the diameter across of a sphere is the same as the height of the sphere. Now, if you take all of that paper or whatever you have around the sphere and enclose it from the cylinder over the sphere, this is what it would look like in the second diagram right here. Now, the curved surface area of a cylinder with base radius r and height h is the surface area of the lateral surface area of the cylinder is 2 pi rh, and we found that from an earlier lesson. When a cylinder has base radius r and height 2r, surface area of the cylinder is 2 pi r times 2r. The surface area of the cylinder then is 4 pi r squared. Now, so this is also the formula for the surface area of a sphere with a radius r. So when we enclose all of that paper around the sphere, we get the formula for surface area of a sphere, which is 4 pi r squared. So that's the formula that we're going to be using moving forward to calculate the surface area of a sphere. So now if we look at an example, you need to realize that a sphere is basically a three-dimensional circle, which would be a ball. So anytime you get a word problem that involves something like, in this example, a baseball or a basketball, a tennis ball, you know that they're talking about a sphere. So the diameter of a baseball is approximately 3 inches. Determine the surface area of the baseball to the nearest square inch. So we want to calculate the surface area of a sphere, and we just found that formula to be 4 pi r squared. So they give us the diameter, so you got to be very careful with this, but the formula requires radius. So if the diameter equals 3 inches, then the radius is equal to 1.5 inches. So if we plug this into the formula, we'd get 4 times pi times 1.5 squared. All right, so if we plug that into our formula, into our calculator, 4 times pi times 1.5 squared, you should get 28.27, and the units here are inches, so it's going to be inches squared. Now, if you're getting a slightly different answer than me, you might be using 3.14 for pi. When I plugged into the calculator, I was using pi, the whole decimal value, so if you have a slightly different answer, that would probably explain it.